Hello and welcome to the video where I showcase my board game. Let's start with how to get the game. The game is played in Tabletop Simulator, which you can find on Steam. It is $20, but when on sale I've seen it at around $10. Then you'll go to the workshop for the game and then download one of the maps I made, and that's it. There are two stages to the game, movement and then shooting. Both are self-explanatory, so let's move on. Let's take a look at infantry combat. Here we got two squads fighting each other here. One Colonial Argenti squad and one Laucaster squad. Just like Foxhole, there are differences between the two as they are asymmetrical. The Argenti hits on a 10 plus and has a range of 10 inches. But if a 19 plus is rolled when hitting a target, it will count as 2 hits. The Warden Laucaster hits on 10 plus and has a range of 12 inches. Let's see them fight. The Colonials roll 2 hits, and the same with the Wardens. Both sides will now place a die with how much they lost and then move on to the next battle. At the end of shooting, both sides will go back and delete the units they lost. Since both sides were in buildings, they should have gone through a building check, but for the simplicity of this video, we'll skip that. Let's take a look at tank combat. Here we have an unfair battle, a Devitt versus a Lance, but this is to show off how penetration works in the game. Both tanks have 2 dice next to them. The red one represents health, and the middle one represents the armor value. All tanks hit on 10 plus before the size of the target is counted for, so let's shoot the tanks. Both hit. Now we move on to penetration. The Devitt has a pen of 10, while the Lance has an armor value of 16. So after looking at the penetration table, we find out that I must roll a 16 or above to pin the Lance. With 40mm doing 2 damage, we will roll 2 dice during the penetration to see how much damage is done, both needing 16 or above to penetrate. With 75mm doing 3 damage and doing the same thing with the Lance will roll 3 dice and will need a 4 plus to penetrate. Let's roll. The Devitt scores 1 hit in the penetration roll and does 1 damage, while the Lance does 2. We now remove the health from both tanks by switching the number on the red dice. With the Devitt now having 0 health, we remove the model from the board. There's more to the game like field guns, emplacements, and pillboxes, all with their special rules, but to keep this video short and simple, I have skipped over them. There's also more coming in the future like the rest of the vehicles not added, vehicles not in the game, new game modes, and more. If you want to hear about these updates and learn more about the game, make sure to join my Discord where I share the games I make in the pinned comment below. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.